Thank you, Mayor. So, I do want to comment on something Councilwoman Littlefield just said. We are all up here elected to do what's right for our community, not to do what's right for our reelection. So I just want to get that out right now. The past month, these past few weeks, we've had the opportunity to spend a lot of time discussing road diets. And as rowdy and seemingly divisive as it's been, it has not been for nothing. It has served a really important purpose. 6 of us up here spent the better part of a year going through and improving a transportation action plan. We are not experts, but we are charged with approving policy that protects our community. So, did we get it perfect? Well, I can tell you, based on the last month of discussion, we did not. And it was not because staff was trying to pull the wool over our eyes, as some suggested. I just want to remind everybody that until this year, this was not a controversial issue. Just over 2 years ago, there was a road diet on Indian School Road, and Councilwoman Littlefield made the motion to approve it, and it was approved 7-0. And that has been a very successful change in configuration. So there have been no complaints, no accidents caused by it. So it does work sometimes. But the reason I'm opposing a public vote is for 3 reasons. Number 1, the public safety is Scottsdale's primary job. It's not up for a public vote. We don't ask the citizens what the speed limits should be, whether Pima Road should be widened, whether people with disabilities should have access to our public roadways. It's our job. And it's the City Council's job to adopt policy that achieves public safety. And we didn't get it perfect in this Transportation Action Plan. I know that. The second reason is we don't approve blanket policies. If we approved a blanket policy on road diets, we would have the highly populated South deciding what is best for Legend Trail Parkway. And I was just up at Legend Trail. And those residents specifically told me they want their voice to matter more. They want to have local control. We might have a policy, a configuration change, an option for them, and they should weigh in. And also, I want to point out that what makes sense for 68th Street, where there's a very high collision rate and where we've had pedestrian deaths, does not make sense for McDowell Mountain Ranch Road. So, of course, we need to not have a blanket policy. We need to do what we do best, which is listen to the local people impacted and make decisions based on data and based on the community, not a general policy. And the third reason is, I will never spend $500,000, your tax dollars, for something that's our job. I will not waste 2 years for something that this council is obligated to fix today and to fix for free. And that is why I have requested, and with the support of my colleagues up here, we are going to relook at the road diets, and I bet make some pretty big changes on how we describe them, what the criteria are, and if I get my way, we're going to remove some of them off the list. There's a big difference between lane reductions and just changing the lane widths to slow people down. I think that's a subtlety some of us missed when we were doing the Transportation Action Plan. So I will not be supporting it, but I absolutely will continue to support my constituents and make sure we get this Transportation Action Plan right. And I just want to thank everybody for all the input, rowdy or not. Thank you, Mayor.